We're gonna now open up for question answers. If you have any questions for the Sheikh, inshallah. Tomorrow, inshallah, the program will be at Jamia Riyadh Al Jannah, and we request if you can, inshallah, sign the email list before you leave, so we can keep you posted on this and other programs. So, is there any questions, inshallah, we will open it up. Okay, Bismillah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. You from Jafri School?
Yeah. So
Good.
I have that because we believe in Qaim and we believe that he exists. And my question is, this question has been puzzling me a lot because I feel the need of being under direct supervision or direct, of a sheikh or of a teacher. But at the same time, there is bay'ah in my neck to my imam, who is Imam Mahdi. And I always wonder, what's the relationship between the sheikh and the imam? Because ultimately the imam should be like the sheikh of the sheikh, and the sheikh is my
precisely.
sheikh. And
that's good,
okay.
That's good. Yes, are you familiar with Jazeera?
Yes.
The idea of the Jazeera?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the Jazeera, the imam, we go down in order, from say Da'i Mutlaq, or somebody at that level, or the Bab, right? Somebody who's capable at that level, direct access. But he can't go and talk to everybody. He can't go and talk. We shayukh, we're delegates, right? I'm working in the Jazeera of North America. I am the Khalifa in North America for a particular school of the Shadaliyah, which is the school of Sayyidina Ali alayhi salam. Right? I have a job, and that's what I work for, right? If I don't understand, and many times I don't, and that's why I say when my sheikh died, I was destroyed, because if I have a big problem, I call him on the phone in Cairo and I say, yes, Adi, this is my problem, right? So, the situation. So that's the way it works. You have to look at the organization and how the organization works, like that, because that's the way. One man cannot deal with the whole thing. Al-Qaim, Al-Mahdi alayhi salam, is alive. He's always been alive. The Prophet said the world would not exist for a day if he's not alive, right? He's alive. He's alive. 1,000 people know him. That's out of 1.7 billion Muslims. It's not many, but yes. He's alive. And he gives orders, and he does things, and he sends people places, and they do things. And people who don't know that, and it's like knowing part of, knowing part of a story. But you were blessed, as by having knowledge of this. And many people sitting here have no idea about this. None. There's people sitting here who don't even know about this thing of wilayah. For many Sunnis, wilayah is a complete closed door. They know nothing about it. They only know about nubuwwah. Alhamdulillah, at least they know about that, not like the drunkards out in the street. You understand what I'm saying? You follow me? So you need to find somebody who has the connection to the connection to the connection, like that, who can help you. That's the truth of the matter. It's always been that way. Does that answer you? Thank you.
Anybody else have a question?
No, I'm saying.
See, when you mention about the wilayah.
About, speak louder.
About wilayah.
Yes, sir.
I remember most of the Sunnis from last, I think 40, 50 years, this change had come.
Yes.
But before that, I remember when I was young, we were thought about, we didn't have any problem.
Come tomorrow night.
Inshallah.
Tomorrow night I'm going to talk about the Takfiris and the Wahhabis and the Salafis and all of that, how this is like the fourth school of the political schools, right? You have the Umayyads, you have the Abbasids, you have the Turks, and you have the, what do you call these people? I don't like to use the word Wahhabi because Al-Wahhab is one of the names of Allah. the takfiris, This is the school. They've spent $80 billion over the last 15 years producing books and magazines and everything. I went to school there. I saw it firsthand, what it is, right? And that's what it is. But their time is finished. They are bankrupt. They are proving to the world they are bankrupt. I saw a movie, these guys are driving down a road somewhere in Syria in a car. There's one guy's driving, there's a guy sitting here and a guy sitting there with the windows rolled down with semi-automatics. Any car that they pass that has a woman in it that doesn't have a hijab on, they kill everybody in the car. That's what it's come to. It's come to that. 3 truck drivers get stopped. They can't remember what the prayers, they're so nervous and everything like that. They sit them by the side of the road, bang, 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 and shoot them. That's what they've proven to us they're bankrupt. And also, the Islamic Republic of Iran is bankrupt, and Pakistan is bankrupt. They're bankrupt. So they need something new. We got something new. We got something better.
Sid, if you allow me, I have a very short question.
You talk anything.
Right. There's a common belief that Imam Mahdi has disappeared. Is that what it is, or?
Well, like if you can't talk to him, it's kind of difficult. And his representatives, there's nowhere you can find his representatives because that's what Ithna Shia believe. There's no way you can get in touch with him. Or maybe some people can.
What is, I believe, like Al-Sunnah?
I don't know. I don't know about Al-Sunnah. I'm a Sufi.
Sufis.
Well, they're not the same thing necessarily, We may look like you, talk like you, walk like you, but
No, do we believe that he disappeared and?
No, he's alive. I think actually, I have a very good friend, I don't know if he's alive or dead. His name was General Hassan Tahami. He was formerly vice president of Egypt. He was named the Bottle of Egypt, a hero of Egypt. Fought in every war against the Yahud in Palestine in the front line, never in the back line, always in the front line like that. Some Ahl Bayt, everything about it. I asked him one time, and he, I said, Yazidi, did you ever see? And his face, when they described the Prophet ﷺ, when he used to get wahi, his face broke out in a sweat. It turned red. He began to shake, and so on and so forth. And he told me that he had seen him. So I know, and this man never lies. He does not lie. So he's seen him. One year when I was living in Mecca, and during the time of Ramadan, during the Taraweeh prayers, there's the tawaf goes on and on. So I'm watching, I finished the first set of Taraweeh, I'm watching, and I see this guy, he's making tawaf, but his ihram is all black. It's not white, it's black. Everybody's white, right? Because everybody tries to make as many umrahs as, we used to make umrah every other night, in Ramadan, So, ihram, you're constantly in and out of ihram, or you're wearing a thobe, or you're wearing kurta, whatever. But this guy's in black. And I look at him and he's strikingly handsome and beautiful looking, And so I think to myself, yes, maybe I saw him. But I know without a doubt that he's alive and he's present. Exactly. And I keep hoping, I can't live if living is without you. That's the way I am. Exactly. I can't live without him. I would die. I would. In the time when my sheikh died, I was without hope. I went down so deep. I loved him so much, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to go on. And what came to me was this thing, whoever dies without knowing the Imam of his time dies in ignorance. And so I determined, and as those who know me closely know, ever since that day, my whole life I've lived with seeking the Imam everywhere I could, reading about him, knowing about him. My life is for him, you know. And I'm hoping sometimes I catch the scent of his rih, you know, and so I know he's alive.
Jazakallah. Jazakallah.
And we hope we see him, inshallah.
Inshallah.
We will see him, inshallah.
Inshallah.
You know, he'll stand in Al-Quds, in Masjid Al-Aqsa, and Isa will stand in front of him. And Isa will be the Isa that everybody knows. To the black people, he will look like the black Isa. To the Nordic people with the blonde hair and the yellow beard and everything, he'll look like, everybody knows this is Jesus. And CNN will be there, and Fox News will be there, Sky News will be there, everybody will be there, because he's come down from the sky. And everybody knows 100% this is Isa, this is Jesus. This is really Jesus, right? So Jesus is standing there, and he's talking to the whole world, right? And all the people are standing there, and Imam Mahdi is standing there, and he says to the people, they ask him, well, what do you have to say? He says, I have but one thing to say. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. Salat. Waqt salat. And everybody will see that. Everybody. So, that's coming attraction. Hope you live to see it. Hope I live to see it.
Inshallah.
But people will see it, and you know, and many people won't believe, even with all that proof. And Muslims won't believe, and Christians won't believe, and Jews won't believe, Buddhists, Hindus, everybody. This is what, you know, what he says, and look to Quran very closely. He talks about two things. He talks about Deen al-Islam, right? وَهَذَا Deen al-Haq. And he says of Deen al-Haq, لِيُظْهِرُهُ عَلَى الدِّينِ كُلِّهِ وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ شَهِيدًا. The Deen of Haq will overshadow overshine over every deen in the world, right? That's the coming attraction, the Deen al-Haq. So we're people al al-Haq, the Deen al-Haq, you know, this is what we're for, right? And this is what it is, you know, like that. Deen al-Haq. Wait for the microphone, sister.
Last year when my brother he did Umrah in Mecca, he met somebody person. He said for him, I am the messenger from a Mahdi. And he said he worry a lot, and he received message every day as report about all the people in the world.
Right.
And he pray and he won't come, but he can't because Allah has given him permission.
That and the people would kill him.
He wait because Allah not given permission until now, because the time not come yet.
Because, yes, the time hasn't come, because if he appeared, they'd kill him.
Yeah, this.
Like this.
Yeah, this what happened.
Yeah, definitely.
And,
so we have to prepare. That's what we're talking about.
Also, my father, before he died, he met Sheikh Abdullah Daghestani when he did Umrah. And the Sheikh Abdullah Daghestani, he said for him also he met the Mahdi. This is why I believe what he say.
Well, I'm glad you believe what I say.
Yeah, I believe he watch us every day.
Every day.
Get for him report every day. And مثله عند الله كمثل عيسى ابن مريم عليه السلام.
No.
When Allah give him the permission and the time, he will come in without
Absolutely.
notice.
Mia for Mia.
Okay, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you. So you know what to do. Your work is cut out for you. Prepare for him. Prepare your friends for him. You prepare as many people as you can. Tell them this who's coming. He's here, but he can't come until you're ready to receive him. Anybody else? Alhamdulillah. Oh, one here, brother here. That's it. One, no finito, benito.
Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Now, you said...
I thought you had red hair, but I see it's actually you have a red imma on, I see.
You could believe it's red underneath. It's not, but Either way, you said Saudi, Iran,
Pakistan.
Pakistan.
They're self-proclaimed Islamic countries, Muslim countries. The others happen to be Muslims living there, majority, but they're not. Pakistan, Islamic Republic, and Saudi Arabia are proclaimed Islamic states.
And I'm paraphrasing what you said when I say this, but you said their time is finished,
Yes,
and we have something.
yes.
What is this something?
The something is, the first thing, it's a two-pronged thing. First of all, you've got to clean yourself. Second of all, you have got to work for peace, work for justice, work for mercy, love others, and give them their freedom. You can't insist that somebody be something. You have to give them their freedom. Allah says, La ikraha fi din, qad tabayyana rushdu min al-ghayy. There's no compulsion in religion. So you can't compel people, like what I mean to say, you can't put up a gun to their head and say, you got to be a loving person. It doesn't work that way. But you can encourage, it's like, if love is essentially self-communicative. You get it from somebody who has it. If somebody is a lover, and you're around them for long enough, you feel the love. And it changes you. So your object is to be a loving person, kind person, generous person. It's not just what we call in Arabic kalam fadi, empty words. It means you have to work assiduously and not work like, for people 10,000 miles away, but your neighbor and the people near to you, the people you work with, the next person you buy coffee from, or the person you do business with, or whatever you do, or your teacher, whatever it is, you have to be the manifestation in this world of these virtues. Peace, justice, mercy, love, and freedom. Those are easy to understand. Basic concepts. You have to embody them. You have to become that person. Don't care what you have on your head. Don't care what's growing off your chin. I don't care how long your pants are, or you have thobe or not thobe or this. This what counts. Mercy. That's the sunnah. Rahmatul lil alameen. That's the sunnah. So be that if you can. And just work hard to become that. Because you have a long way to go. Everybody does. Answer? Good answer?
Perfect answer, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Jazakallah khairan. Thank you everybody for coming out for today's program. Inshallah.